Ben O'Neill. Today I'm going to talk to you about three-point news application. So I want you to think to yourself, have you ever wondered what your favorite NBA team's score was the night before? Or maybe who they picked up in the draft because you were at work or with your kids, you couldn't figure it out. Or maybe they made a trade right at the trade deadline. So how are you going to figure this information out? You can go to the internet, you can use Google, Bing, Yahoo, search engine, just look through lots of different articles from not a centralized location. Or you can wait for the local paper your next day and maybe there'll be an article. Or you can go on ESPN at night, just watch SportsCenter all night long, and maybe, hopefully, you catch the highlights. But now, you can look no further, because three-point news is here. A man named Dustin Smith and myself came up with an idea for an application that gives you information about your favorite NBA team right as it happens. So it's all everything about your favorite teams in a centralized location. You can get it done right when you need it. How's it going to be done? I'm going to set a layout using hypertext markup language, or HTML, and cascading style sheets, CSS. I read a couple articles by the man John Rosh, and one of them was how to build a mobile website. In the how to build a mobile website, he talks all about how to make the graphical user interface with GUI. He gives hints about making the application faster and reducing the amount of bandwidth that's being used, because what you hear a lot of times, people complain about how slow applications are. So that's one thing that we're going to do there. And then he also pointed out that a lot of different phones, all different phones pretty much have different sizes, exact dimensions. So here's some examples of the iPhone 4, Nokia Windows Phone, Google's Nexus, which is an Android phone, another large Droid, and then a BlackBerry. So all these phones have different size screens, which, in order to make this application work on everything, we're going to need the screens to be responsive. And then Rita Roy wrote an article called 30 Responsive Web Design Tutorials, where we got a lot of these when we figured out how to make these work. So here's an example of a website that's brought up on a mobile phone. You'll get all the content, but it's just, since it's a narrow screen, you have to do more scrolling. Here's a tablet, you get a little bit wider, but not quite as much. And then in the desktop, you get all the content at once. So we have to take this into thought when making the application, because we want anyone to be able to use it whenever. Smith's job in the project is very important because he's basically going to make it work with scripting. He's going to be using Python and JavaScript as the main languages, and those languages are going to update scores, pull in the teams that you want and select, make this, and then it's also going to make the page responsive to touch. The JavaScript, we read an article from Kevin Liu titled 11 Multi-Touch and Touch Events in the JavaScript libraries. So basically, when you're using a smartphone or a tablet, all of them are touchscreen nowadays. So we need to make sure how to make it work when you touch a screen. Some of the things that you do when you touch a screen, there's basically the one finger tap, which we've all used. That's just how you select something on your phone. Then there's things like the spread and the pinch, which are usually used to zoom in and zoom out. And then there's the press and tap with two fingers. Sometimes that can just be used for different types of scrolling if you have multiple pictures. And then another one is either the drag or the flick. Like if you're looking through pictures
you plan on making money with the application?
Well, the application itself is going to be free, but we do plan on having advertisements in it because cause we do want to make money off of it, like most people do. But there will be an ad-free version that we hope to put in so like I said, in the Google Market, or the App Store and the Google Play Market for $1 to $1.99, and eventually we'll have in-app purchases for upgrades and everything like that. That's in the